Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. So this is the Sabine River, and it's at 14.4 right now, which is a little bit above minor flood stage. Now, this is where a boat ramp is, and we're right next to 69. Pretty busy this morning. We were gonna fish for catfish today, but not right here, because too much shallow water. We can't get into deep water, but it's not out of its banks on the other side of the river, so we're gonna have to go over there, which is kind of a good thing. It stinks over here. See that? Right over there. Ugh, smelly. A quick on-the-way diversion. Tracks go right in there. Wham! Is this back a month ago or more when we had all that winter weather? It's pretty crazy. Oh no. Whew, man, I hope everybody was all right with that one. That looked like a bad one. Let's get down here. Looks like I'm not the only one that thought of coming here. So we've got a good advantage here, and we have a disadvantage. The actual deepest hole here is over there. You see this line of bushes right here on the north side, and then you look right here, there's a bit of a tree sticking out. You see the big tree, that's a bank, and then you see this little bit of tree, that's the middle of the channel. So right after that and before that is a hole. There's actually a wing dam down there, or what's left of a wing dam. So we're upstream from that wing dam, and right in here, because it's at 14.4, is quite deep, maybe more than 14 feet. The problem is there's a lot of stuff right here too, a lot of snags. I know, because I've seen it when it's really low. Now this river crested over the weekend. This is Tuesday morning, and it's supposed to drop during the week. The predicted drop is down to 1 foot. I don't see that. I see it dropping a bit and then coming back up because of the rain that's coming. So it's likely to come back up. We will see it drop today, but not much. And we might get wet. It might rain. Real quick rig rundown time here. Because we have current, we're going to use 3 ounces here on sinker slides. Now, the main line is 40, but we're using 50-pound tests because we could hit gar here today. Here's our bait, here's our hook. It's a 5/0. We're just gonna hook right through the top. This is pretty fresh bait from yesterday. There you go. Same thing over here. Both my rigs are exactly the same, except my rods are different. This is a Coastal Tough, and that is a Quantum Blue Runner. One of my advantages at this spot is that I'm really close to the actual channel. It's right there, just about maybe 10-20 feet in front of me. The disadvantage is that it's trucking really, really fast. And because I know this is probably going to be snaggy, I'm just going to throw right out into that current seam. Not a very long cast. Let that current truck it up. It's gonna place that bait just outside of that current, almost right smack dab up against the bank. Now we have a pretty good drop off here, pretty steep bank. So we're not in shallow water being that close to the bank. We could still hit a fish. It's just probably what we're gonna end up doing today is having these baits placed like that. Because this bait is gonna be upstream from the first bait I put out, we need to cast it at an angle going upstream. That's pretty good. That might even be too far out. Hopefully it'll stop before it gets close to the first bait. All right, this looks good. This looks good. Now we've got to play the waiting game. There's something over here that we need to check out. I just noticed it. I don't know if this is a problem. Look at this line right here. Somebody may have a trot line out. I don't think it's very active. There's no sign of anyone being here very recent, except for those tracks, but those are not recent. All good, all good. It wasn't actually in the water. I saw this tag in. I didn't know if that was going out there. I don't like getting hung up on people's trot lines. I guess the real question here is this going to be a productive spot? Sometimes flooded rivers aren't very productive, but they can be in spring. But this is really early spring. You might be wondering why I don't go through the woods this way to get to that deep hole. Well, the biggest reason is because we're in a public spot. And if I go through the woods, I'm not in a public spot. Past here, this on the other side of this tree line is private property, but we're not on private property here, so we're good and safe and legal. We got our first casualty here. I wanted to check this line, and we are in contact with the bottom here. It's gonna be that kind of day. This time we'll put it out further and just hope for the best here. Still trucking, still trucking. Okay. We are hooked up. I was beginning to wonder about this spot. We need to come this way. This right now feels like a really good fish. Oh, I really thought we were gonna go home with nothing and just throw this footage on the floor. Well, that's a respectable blue cat right there. Better than 1 pound. Check them out. Yeah, you're right. A little light on the yeah, you're rights today. Just a bit over 4 pounds, 4.56. All right, not bad for a day like this, let me tell you. I was beginning to wonder. Nice. That fish felt a lot bigger when he was out in that current. I went to check this. I wanted to check it to see if I still had bait, and it seemed like it was in a snag, but now I'm bringing something in with me. I don't think it's a fish. It's pretty heavy. Hopefully it's not the last person that fished here. Whoa, is it pulling back? I feel like this, whatever I'm pulling up is fighting me. This might be a big turtle. Oh, I think I see my leader. No. Oh man, I've hooked someone's trot line. That's what it is. Or is that an extension cord? Oh, that's a massive paracord right there is what that is, not an extension cord. Ha ha ha. That's what's up. Is that a big magnet? Yep. For a one fish session, pretty interesting. There was a lot of bites after that blue cat, but the only solid hookup was with the magnet. I'll give that to my dad, he'll love it. So it is now time to go. There's bad weather on the way and I want to avoid that. So like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you next time.